So dear students, today once again I am going to start study about cell. So cell, we are going to make a revision. I hope that you have practiced for making the diagram what I given you. I asked you for the drawing the diagram of prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. In the eukaryotic cell, both plant cell and animal cell, in both the cases, I think that you have practiced for making well-level diagram of these things. And about the difference between the prokaryotic cell and the eukaryotic cell, difference between the animal cell and the plant cell, about different type of the cell organelles. So today we are going to start about the revision, in which first one is the difference between the prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. We have studied. So one is the base of differences of the differences, and here prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. Eukaryotic cell. Once again, I am going to make the practice. First, size. So what is the difference in the size? One is small and other is large in size. These are generally smallest size, and that from 1 to 10 millimicron, and generally large. These are the small and these are generally large in size. Generally large in size, that is from 5 to 100 millimicron. So this is the difference on the basis of their size. Prokaryotic cell is smaller than the eukaryotic cell. Now see, next one is the, in case of the nuclear region. Nuclear region, what difference is there? Prokaryotic cell, one outermost boundary of the cell, what is name? Nuclear membrane. Nuclear membrane. What is about? You can write here, it will be better. So in nuclear region, first nuclear membrane. Here prokaryotic cell, it is absent, and here it is present here. Nuclear membrane. In prokaryotic cell there is no nuclear membrane, and here nuclear membrane is present. If you want, you can write the complete sentence. You can write here present. Sorry, prokaryotic cell absent. You can write here absent, and here you can write present. In the nuclear region, first one is the nuclear membrane is there, and which actually what happens in case of the prokaryotic cell, there is no well-defined nucleus. In this case, there is no well-defined nucleus, and nucleus is called as the nucleoid. So nuclear membrane is absent here in prokaryotic cell, and it is present in the eukaryotic cell. After nuclear membrane, nucleoplasm. Nucleoplasm, here it is absent and it is present. And nucleolus. Nucleolus here, and here nucleolus is absent here, and nucleolus is present here. And chromosome, and here single, and here many. This is the actually what chromosome name is given. Actually, this is the chromatin, and which become condensed and called as the chromosome during the cell division. So here they contains only single chromosome, and they contains the many chromosomes. And nucleus, listen to here. Third one is the well-defined nucleus. Here well-defined nucleus is absent, and here well-defined nucleus is present. And nucleus is absent and called as the nucleoid. And called as the nucleoid. So well-defined nucleus, it is absent in prokaryotic cell, and it is called as the nucleoid, while well-defined nucleus is present in case of the eukaryotic cell. You know the well-defined nucleus means nucleus contains these cell organelles. So these components of the nucleus called as the well-defined nucleus. And membrane bound cell organelles like mitochondria, plastids, endoplasmic reticulum, etc. And here these are absent, and here these are the These are present. So, in this way, we have studied some differences between them. And one more thing is the ribosomes. Here, ribosomes. Fifth one left, ribosomes. And here 70S. 70S type of ribosomes are here, and here both 70 and 80S ribosomes. Here ribosomes, here 70S type of ribosome, and here both 70 and the 80S ribosomes are present. So in this way, we can differentiate between the prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cells. So once again, in lesson size we have studied. This is small, and that is when the eukaryotic large in size. In nuclear regions, nuclear membrane absent, and eukaryotic cell represent. Nucleoplasm here absent, and eukaryotic cell represent. Nucleolus here absent, and eukaryotic cell is present. And chromosomes, they is single and there are many chromosomes. And well-defined nucleus here absent and called as the nucleoid, and but here the well-defined nucleus is present. And nuclear membrane bound cell organelles like mitochondria, plastid, endoplasmic, etc. These are absent here, and these are present here in eukaryotic cell. And ribosomes are here 70S type, and then both 70 and 80S type ribosome. After that, we have studied many other things about the many cell organelles we have studied. So we are going to discuss only one cell organelles today. As in case of the plastids. As plastids, these are the cell organelles which are found only in eukaryotic cells, and it is not found in the animal cell. It is found only in the plant cells. The plastids, as I told you last time, how many types of plastids are there? Mainly three types: leucoplast, chromoplast, and the chloroplast. One is the chromoplast. Chromoplast, chloroplast, and leucoplast. Three types of the plastids are there. But the chromoplast, this is the colored plastid. Colored plastid other than green. Other than green. We have seen many leaves which are other than the greens, are the variegated leaf you have seen, and you have seen some floral parts. I have seen the floral parts. These floral parts are the colored. The calyx you have seen, corolla, these are the colored. So this is the called as the chromoplast. This is the colored plastic, but its color is not green. And chromoplast play an important role in the pollination. It play an important role in the pollination because it imparts coloration of floral part and it attracts the insects for the pollination. Its main function is to attract the insects or the animals for the pollination. Now next the chloroplast. This chloroplast is the plastid having green in color. Plastids having the green in colors. Their function is chloroplast, what is color? Green plastids. This plastid is green in color and its function is to make the food. Make the food by process of photosynthesis. By the process of the photosynthesis, this chloroplast makes the food. A leucoplast. This leucoplast function is not neither it attracts the insect for pollination nor it makes the food, but it stores the food. Its function is this is the colorless plastid and it stores the food. It stores the food. This plastid stores the food. You have studied that we are getting the carbohydrate from the wheat, rice, etc. Food is made by the plant, made by the leaf, but food is formed in the form of the glucose. Glucose amount is utilized in the plant itself, but surplus amount of the glucose is converted into the starch. So glucose is stored in the plants in the form of the starch. And you are also familiar to plants stores, plant provides proteins. It is also stored by the plastid, and plants also store the lipids. These are also stored by the plant. So on this basis, colored plastids are divided into the three parts, three types. As they store the food, one plastid is called as the amyloplast. Amyloplast. Second one is elaioplast. And third is eleuroplast. It is called eleuroplast. So it is amyloplast. This stores in the form of the starch. This is the leucoplast. It stored the food, and since foods are stored in the different forms, so they are stored into the different type of the leucoplast. So leucoplast are the three types. One is amyloplast, it stores the starch, and next one the elaioplast, it stores the lipids, and this stored the proteins. Store the proteins. So three types of the plastids are there. Amyloplast, this is stored the starch. You are familiar with wheat, rice, maize, etc. This type of the amyloplast is found in the wheat, rice, etc. Since it stores the starch. And alloplast, the lipids, you are familiar to oil yielding plants, mustard, soybean. These are the plastids, these are the plants having the alloplast, and this alloplast stores the lipids. Aleuroplast, this aleuroplast stores the protein. Important plants which provide the proteins are the pulse yielding plants, as pea. In case of the pea, that provides us the proteins. So if we want to search the alveoplast, we can get the alveoplast from the pulses since it stores the proteins. At one time I told you that plants stores different type of the things, and one type of the plastids is converted into another type of the plastic, and one type of the plastic may be converted into another type of the plastic. As you have seen, the potato tubers, when exposed to the sun, they become green in color. In that condition, leucoplast is converted into the chloroplast. In the same way, you have seen the tomato. It is green in color, and after some times when it becomes ripe, it becomes the red in color. Here, chloroplast is converted into the chromoplast. In case of the mango, it is green in color initially. When ripe, it becomes the yellow or the red in color, where chloroplast is converted into the chromoplast. So in this way, one type of plastids may be converted into another type of the plastid. One more peculiar feature, I have told you that sometime I asked the question, name the two cellular organelles having extranuclear DNA. So plastids and mitochondria, these are the two cellular organelles having extranuclear DNA. Thank you, that's what.